The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
We've managed to capture all of that information, including underground workings and mine information, and we've captured it all in a really good 3D model, so it talks to geology and mineralization. This is what's helping us with our targeting.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom, and joining me now is Mike Spreadborough. He is the executive co-chairman of Novo Resources. And Mike, it's nice to see you again. How are you?
Fantastic. Really good to see you, Steve.
Good stuff. And also joining us is Kaz DeLuca, the company's exploration general manager. And Kaz, it's great to see you.
Thank you, and great to be here.
Yeah, I know you guys have some news out about one of your projects, Belltopper, and we'll talk all through that in a second. But Mike, maybe a good opportunity here to just remind everyone a bit about the company itself and really about this Expanse portfolio you have. You have a lot of work and a lot of projects.
Yeah, Steve. So, we are an Australian-based greenfields explorer, so we're a bit unique, although the project we're going to talk about today is a little bit more advanced. So we've got exploration portfolios across Western Australia, New South Wales, and Victoria. If people aren't aware, TSX is our main board, but we are actually listed on the ASX. So we're dual listed, gives us that advantage of good liquidity. About a third of our shares trade on the ASX. So in the Pilbara in northern West Australia, we mainly have greenfields exploration. But the project we're going to talk about today, Belltopper in Victoria, it's an advanced, really exciting project. So it's really good to be here to tell you more about that project.
Yeah, you mentioned it's in Victoria. Maybe talk a bit more about whereabouts is it exactly, and more importantly, the significance of this project.
Yeah, so for those people aren't aware, Victoria is a really great historical gold mining area. Millions and millions of ounces have come out of Victoria over the years. The Belltopper project is actually 60 kilometres south of the Fosterville mine. So people might be familiar with that. It's owned by Agnico. Very, very high grade, produces a lot of ounces. So that just gives you an idea of the geological setting. We're also not too far away from Southern Cross Gold and their Sunday Creek project. So people would be aware of that. They're also dual listed. So the area is extremely attractive for gold mineralisation. We've owned the property for a while. We did some drilling in 2024. As you'll hear, really exciting announcements, and we're gearing up for going back drilling again. So I love the project. It is a bit more advanced than greenfields.
Yeah. Kaz, maybe you could sort of give us a bit of an introduction to the sort of the geology and the mineralization that you've seen there and about this updated news today for Belltopper.
Sure. Well, look, Belltopper, as Mike said, is located within the Bendigo Tectonic Zone in Victoria. It's a prolific gold area. It's been known and historically mined for, tens of years. We have worked on the project for some 5 or 6 years. We've done our own drilling, but we've also managed to encapsulate all historical drilling from, the last 10 years prior to us owning the property. And we've also done a lot of work on the historical record. So, you'll know back in the same in northern US and Canada, there's a lot of historical work that went on, and we've managed to capture all of that information, including underground workings and mine information, and we've captured it all in a really good 3D model, so it talks to geology and mineralization. This is what's helping us with our targeting. So we've done some work last year that's added on, if you like. We have a better understanding now of the original exploration target that we developed in 2024. So what we've done now is we've got 8 reefs. They're high prospective, and they form part of this new 26 exploration target. These have been defined by mapping and sampling at surface. Some of these reefs go for 2 kilometres at surface, and the geologists can walk them. So we're confident of the extent of them. As I said, we've modelled the reefs in 3 dimensions, and that's been supported by modern drilling and targeting. And we've got really, high-tech LiDAR and high-resolution ortho-magno work across the whole area.
It's just going to say, Kaz, it's amazing how you can take all that data and work it all together with the historical and with the current work that you're doing. And that's what makes this type of announcement that you make so exciting, right? Because you're able to combine the history and the future sort of together.
Well, as you say, our guys have worked really hard, and we've got some models, as Mike said, the epizonal lode deposits like Fosterville. Those are some of the things that encouraged us to work in Victoria because we see analogies to some of the mines that are in the district. All the reefs that form this new 2026 exploration target update, have some degree of historic mining. We've been quite tight in how we put information into the model. And we've managed to extend and expand some of the understanding. So we've got an additional reef in the model now, 8 instead of 7. And we've also extended along strike and down dip with confidence some of the more mature historic reefs, such as the Queen's Birthday and Egyptian. And if you have a look at our announcement, you'll see all of this listed in very sort of organised fashion so that you can understand where all the upgrades have come from. We've upgraded the resource now, the exploration target now. The highest case is up to around 880,000 ounces, and that is almost a 48% increase on ounces that we have in the exploration target. So this is a significant announcement for us.
Absolutely. Mike, talk to me a little bit about how you take this information that you have now, which is significant, obviously, and then apply it to what you want to do work-wise in 2026.
Yeah, so look, really exciting. As Kaz said, 40% upgrade in ounces to 880,000 ounces. And I think important, high grade, we're talking about 8.9 grams per ounce in the upper range of the announcement. And people should go to our website and look at the announcement for the full, compliance and all the issues that go around that. But given now what we've seen, given the great marketing gold price, as Kaz said, our extensive knowledge now on the geology, given the work that we've done the last 2 years, we're planning to go back drilling. So we're going to start the process for approvals. It'll take us about 3 to 4 months to get approvals. Sounds like a long time, but that's the way it is. And we hope to be drilling back in Belltopper starting in July for the rest of the year. So a really big program. We tend to do diamond, but we've got to kind of lock that in. So a really good program. So, in the big picture things for Nove, drilling up in the Pilbara in Q2, but Q3, Q4, we'll do drilling elsewhere in Australia, but part of that will be back in Victoria, high-grade gold reef systems at Belltopper.
All right. It's exciting times ahead for sure. Mike, thanks so much. Really great update. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
And Kaz, always great to see you as well. Thanks for the update.
Pleasure. Thanks, Sue.
All right. Kaz DeLuca, the company's exploration general manager, and Mike Spreadborough, the executive co-chairman of Novo Resources.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.